Everybody, what's sold today on Monday? Not a lot, to be honest. Just a couple of sales overnight. Sales are still pretty low. First up, we have a Wiggle. This is the purple Wiggle. I think it's Locky from 2013. I think I got him out of like a mixed lot of bits and pieces. I think it was one of the little baggies that you get from the salvos. So I think cost of goods was pretty much zero. Ended up going for just $5, but he's off to the US. I didn't know the Wiggles were such a big thing in the US, but that's where he's going. So we'll make a little bit out of the international postage as well. Next up, trade paperback, still continuing to sell. This one's Junkyard Joe. Looks kind of interesting. Kind of a robot in an army outfit. Don't know. So this one went for $10 plus postage. So we'll get that out the door and we'll continue hopefully selling some more of those. Hopefully sales pick up over this week. It's kind of a bit quiet, definitely quiet over the weekend. So hopefully, we see a few more come through. Back again on Tuesday. Had a couple of good sales come through overnight and throughout today. So we've had 3 sales in total. The first one was this Laserdisc of Air Force One. I picked up a whole bunch of these from a thrift store over 2 years ago now, just over 2 years. I've sold most of them. I had a couple of horror ones, I think like Hellraiser, which went for some good money. And the ones I got left seem to be the undesirable ones. So this one is one of those. Ended up going for $5 plus postage. Won't make a lot on it, maybe $1, but we are just still recovering the costs. So, and it's another sale that we'll get a review for on eBay. Next up, best sale for today. We have 3 volumes of BPRD. So we've got, I think it's 3, 4, and 5 that we've got going out in a brand new condition. These ended up going for $110 plus postage. So it is out the trade paperback lot that I purchased a little while ago. So that takes us a good step towards getting back to profitability on that. Pretty heavy, but they did pay full postage for it. So that's some quality profit considering we paid around $2-3 per book. Final sale for today. To one buyer, he went and made a bunch of offers on 15 books, on 15 comic books, all from kind of the 90s, I think, mid 90s. A lot of Legion. There's some Teen Titans in there. Lobo, one I've not heard of. So Legion 93, more Legion 91, Legion 90. Some annuals as well. Justice League America. Firestorm. Convergence World Finest. Superman, Man of Steel. Superboy in the Legion. And then a couple of Constantine comics as well. Pretty much they all went for $3 a piece. I need to add some backing boards to them and then we'll get them all wrapped up in a big thick piece of cardboard envelope and ship them out. So I did combine postage on those. We'll make a little bit maybe on the postage, but I think we're within a few dollars now of coming into profitability on that. So they are all from the 3,400 lot. So yeah, I think we're dollars away, just a few dollars away from profitability. It was good to see some solid sales come through. It has been fairly quiet over the past week. Hopefully we'll see that pick up. I'm continuing to list stuff, both out of the recent storage unit that we had, as well as a few older bits and pieces. Thursday, near the end of the week. Didn't have any sales yesterday, donut day. Pretty disappointing. We have had a couple of good sales overnight. First up, we have this Sarah J. Maas book. It's an original cover. It has been selling pretty well online. This is off to the UK. Got $25 plus postage. I've seen some sell up around the $45 mark, $35. But it was a zero cost item because it was out of not the current storage unit, but the 2 storage units that we bought before that. So that's pretty good, $25 plus some international postage. So it has got the original cover, and it's in really good condition, I'd say almost unread. So next up, I sold a whole bunch of comics. This is out of the $3,400 lot, 2 virus comics. Took an offer on these as well, going for $6 plus postage. So not a lot, but it will continue to move us towards profitability. Biggest sale, one guy bought, I don't know, there must be 30 comics here maybe, a whole range of different bits and pieces that are going out the door. Some R.L. Stine stuff, which was out of the most recent comic book lot, or all the rest are out of the $3,400 lot. On average, I think for most of them went for $3 or $4 each, some a little bit more, but overall I think we got $116, let me check. Yeah, $115.40 for this big stack plus postage. We might make a few dollars on the postage as well if I can squeeze it into a medium bag. What I'll do, I'll wrap these up inside of cardboard, put some bubble wrap around it, and then stick them into one of the prepaid mailers, and that'll go off. And I've had no problems with that, arriving without issue. Final sale, another one of the aircraft books. This one is new and sealed inside its cellophane wrapper. This is the RF-8 Crusaders over Cuba and Vietnam. This went for $10 plus post and packaging. Well into profit on this lot now, so it's all profit. So overall I think we're pretty profitable. I think with the 3,400 comic lot we're now into profit, probably by $20, $30, $40. So with the the other 2,000 comics that we've got, that's all going to be profit. Morning, just a quick sale from overnight I wanted to keep you all up to date with. We have the Thanos Imperative one shot out of the 3,400 comic lot. This one is going off to the US, and we managed to get $4 plus postage, and the international postage will see us with a fair bit of profit. Checked last night, yeah, we're $60 now into profit on the 3,400 lot, which is really cool. So that's all pure profit. Okay, I'm going to get this packed up, and I'll get it shipped out with the other comic lots that we packed up last night, and then hopefully, yeah, we'll have a bunch of sales over the weekend. Thought maybe I'll just show you. So this is the 3,400 comic lot. I think there was probably another 4 or 5 of these boxes. All these boxes are stacked full of comics, all in alphabetical order, so I can find them quite easily. So if you think there's maybe 150, 200 comics in each of these boxes, and if I can sell them all for at least $2 to $3 each, that's plenty of profit. So what I'll probably start doing now is lotting them up and putting them onto Facebook Marketplace, and seeing if I can get a few dollars from that way. These 2 boxes at the end are 2 random lots that I purchased from a guy. I probably paid over the odds. That's when I first started doing comics. I paid maybe $3 or $4 each, which is probably what they're worth. So they're slowly selling. I don't expect to make any profit on those. But this lot here, I'm probably hoping to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 hopefully, if I can sell them. So yeah, I've just had a look. The 3,400 lot that I purchased them back in February of 24. So February, March, April, May. So it's been 15 months, and we've now reached profitability. We've had probably close to $6,000 worth of revenue from that. It was a $3,000 buy price. So take out all the fees and postage, and we're probably about $100 in profit from that. We've still probably probably 2,900 comics still to sell. I sell them on average of about $4.50 each. So that's a $9 profit. So could make us a bunch of cash. It's just a bit of a slow burner, but it is kind of just consistent revenue coming in, and every time we sell something now, it is pure profit. Hopefully it will be the same with the auction lots that I purchased and the trade paperbacks. I think we'll reach profitability a lot quicker on those. They do seem to be selling quicker. We are making much more profit on those as well. So yeah, time will tell. Okay, well that's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow Friday we'll have some decent sales overnight again, and we can finish the week strong. Sunday. Haven't had too many sales this weekend. In fact, the whole week has been a little bit weird. We've had a lot of sales. We've had a couple of big batches of comics go out. So in terms of numbers of items, we've actually sold quite a lot. But the actual average cost of good is down. So we've had a decent amount of money come in. But considering the number of sales that we've had, it's not super high. We've had 4 sales over the weekend. I'll take you through those now. Mainly comics and trade paperbacks. So the first thing we had was this Miller and McNiven's Nemesis, issues 1 and 2. I've got a couple more of these, so I've kind of got those relisted with Sell Similar. This ended up going for $8 plus postage. Again, that's out of the $3,400 lot, which is now into profit, so we're cutting along there. Next up, this is a really quick sale actually. This is out the unit that we got recently, that we just did a video on. It's a whole bunch of these VHS-C tapes, so camcorders. Interesting sale. The guy messaged me and said, hey, just want to check these have got kind of home movies. I was like, yeah, as far as I can tell, the text on them says kind of home movie stuff, or maybe some educational things. So yeah, great. I'm doing an art project. So these are off, I think, to like the University of Boston or something over in Amherst in Massachusetts in the USA. So that was a really good sale. Real quick turnaround. It's only been listed, well, maybe a week. So we ended up getting $66.50 plus postage to the US. So we'll make a little bit there too. So that I think will bring us about break even on that unit so far, which is pretty good. All right, next up, sold a couple of these already. This is the last one I've got. It's the Batman 1989 animated movie adaptation. Yeah, so I've already sold a couple of these, so they seem really popular. Been backwards and forwards, and I think I ended up taking an offer of $15 plus postage. So that's pretty cool, and that's out of the auction lot. Next up, another trade paperback. I'm surprised these haven't gone quicker. I thought the boys, maybe the hype around the boys has settled a little bit from last year. So this is a hardcover, the boys Dear Becky hardcover, gone for $42.50 plus postage, which is pretty good. And again, out of the trade paperback lot. That's all the sales that we've had over the weekend. It's been a little, it feels a little bit slow, but you know, the amount of dollars coming through has been okay. Hopefully over the next week I'll get listing a heap more stuff out of the unit, but also some of the older units here. I've got a big tub of things that I'm working through. So we'll see how it goes. We're coming into the end of financial year as well. Just kind of totting up where we're at. So I'll probably do a video on kind of how this financial year has gone for us too. Yeah, okay. We'll catch you next week.